Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got to spoken to his place. It's chin in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is your pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I the game. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 38. The drive starts with a give to Spiller, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That's out wide for Palmer. That one, a first down pickup of 8. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like to give credit to the defense there, right?
Yeah, you do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 27, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Option play. Here's Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert underneath to Spiller. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Mooney. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Wilson to throw. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Wilson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of legs behind it.
He hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Number 8. It's a gain of 60 yards. And the Chargers first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Herbert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead. Absolutely.
NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Davis Price up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Out of the gun to give to Spiller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 27.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Herbert. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. An option handoff to Spiller. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Herbert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. A handoff for Herbert. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score. Chargers 28, Broncos 21. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Once more. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chargers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off